All right, Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Ready. 10-2 stop. Ready.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On second down, Eckler. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Ready?
Mike Bobo, I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Running on first down, Eckler. Into the secondary again. And he gets this one down to the 24. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Smith trying to run for it. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal.
Let's go, Abby. Everyone, what you got? What you got, Abby? What you got, Abby? Give me something.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, that 380.
44 to Mike. Yo.
You draw Corker. 72.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's go. Bandit. Protein spill. Check 25. Hey, 166.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Vaughn, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Check. Regular.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw with Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Yeah. Hey, high 7.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Good. Hey, Will. Leo. Go.
To throw again. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
Keep it up. Hey, dude. Let's go, kid.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Bucks take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Go, go.
44. I'm coming. 44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check, that me too.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, and the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Kelly. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Topper!
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey.
Ready?
They'll run with Kelly. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. But you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the 1st half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. He's going to get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Ready?
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They run with it. It's Kelly. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Go, go, go! 5,
2nd and 4. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Check. Goal 50.
Check 52.
Alert.
Brady now on 1st down. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try again with Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run here with Eckler. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On the double.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Watch the screen.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Easy.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Here we go.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. throw. That's caught by Howard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
44, Mike, 44. Check it, reload. 52. Hey, check it.
Here's Brady to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hey, Charlie.
Off the play fake. Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
53, Linda!
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Melvin Ingram drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Davis now to return it. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Okay, ready? 54, right there, 50. 61, matchbox lights. Check 31. Check 31. Check 41. Ready?
On the ground, it's Eckler. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Looking to throw on second down. Herbert setting up the screen to Kelly. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Ready?
Looking to throw. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 5.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Herbert. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Kelly to try to punch it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Again, it's Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 72. Sugar.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Like how they started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. He will find Davis. That's complete. A big gainer there on the catch and run. 37 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Check, 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 check. Shift, shift. Bravo. Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Tampa. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Look at me. Zipper.
From the gun, Herbert. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And this one is right down Broadway. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, high 7.
Check 3. Both bones to Mike. Mike's both bones.
Now Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The fourth touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Here we go. Hey, Zoo. Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Throwing again. Herbert. He'll have a first down past the 40. This one caught by Davis. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Yeah. You don't want none.
On first down, Kellen. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's Eckler. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
44 on the ball.
I'm trying to collect.
Snap.
Operating from the gun. Herbert caught by Allen. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
A gain of 15. And the Chargers first down.
Ready? 50. Plant.
Check Mike 39.
5.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Go.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Back to throw. Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Trevor Davis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On third down, Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Well, now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Bucs 46-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Trevor Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Wait, that's 380. 44. Shadow. Give me that ball, defense. Ozzy. Hey, Echo. Greystone travel.
Alert 3.
380. Hey.
They'll run on first down. Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. He's back to throw. He's got Allen. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. Hey, Charlie. Here we go. Hey, check back 39. Check back. Get it.
Back to throw. Allen's got it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
A gain on the play. First down, Chargers.
Ready, set.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Man up, D. Man up, D.
Hey, check back 39. Check back 39.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Buccaneers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.